Metacooler. As Metacooler, Earth Cooler can take on the Golden Frieza form, becoming Golden Metacooler. Golden Metacooler is very powerful, able to outmatch Super Saiyan 3 convert in the anime or the injured Super Saiyan convert in the manga, but cannot fight for long without overheating. He eventually takes over Goku's body. The Time Patrol fights him in order to stop him from getting too close to a brainwashing machine. Later, back in his original body, Jinyu attempts to take Vegeta's body, but Goku saves Vegeta by throwing an Namekian frog between Jinyu and Vegeta, giving Jinyu the frog's body. Tao appears and, disappointed at not being able to take over Goku, transforms Frog Jinyu into Mega Jinyu Frog, giving him red eyes, a time breaker gem, and extra power and size. Being the largest of the brainwashed Frieza Force soldiers, Mega Jinyu Frog summons other types of Namekian frogs to aid him during the battle. Even though he is still defeated by the Time Patrol, Tao finds him to be a success, compared to her other experiments. And 2 Future Gohan in Shin Budokai. Another road. Future Gohan can take this form in Dragon Ball Z Shin Budokai Another Road. Due to a looser hairstyle compared to his present counterpart, his appearance in this form is noticeably different from his appearance as a Super Saiyan, with the front end of his hair being much sharper and spiky compared to his appearance as a Super Saiyan. Counterpart in the main timeline, Future Gohan has his hidden potential awakened by the future Old Kai during the battle against future Innocent Buu in Shin Budokai Another Road. He also became able to harness his power in an ultimate state. Like present Gohan, this state does not change his hairstyle yet gains prominent facial features. His eyes become sterner and more defined, showing noticeable intensity and seriousness. Trunks can fuse through the fusion dance with his master Future Gohan, resulting in Future Gohanks. He retains Future Gohan's scars on his face as well as Future Trunks' sword. His hair is predominantly black in the upper part of his head, but he also has lilac-colored bangs along the lower part of his head. Future Gohanks appears in Dragon Ball Fusions and is a playable character in Dragon Ball Heroes, introduced in the 9th mission of the God Mission series. Achieved this transformation in the Dragon Ball episode of Bardock Special during his fight against Chilled as a Super Saiyan. Bardock resembles his son. His hair becomes blonde and stands up, his eyes turn into a light green, and he acquires a golden aura. His strength, like all Super Saiyans, increases in 50-fold. He is the second to achieve it while having a tail, but unlike Goku in Dragon Ball GT with all his conventional Super Saiyan forms, his tail does not turn gold while transformed. In this form, Bardock develops a new technique derived from his final spirit cannon, also called Rebellion Trigger, which was used to win his battle against Chilled. Like all Saiyans with a tail, Turles can transform into a great ape at the size of a full moon or similar sources, though he has never transformed in the movie or OVA, and he states that he would lose his wits if he does. He is shown transformed in Dragon Ball Z Budokai Tenkaichi 2 and Dragon Ball Z Budokai Tenkaichi 3 by making his own moon just like Vegeta with the Power Ball ability. In Dokkan Battle, it is named Turles Great Ape. In Xenoverse Parallel Quest 18 Return of the Jinyu Force, Jinyu steals Goku's body after the Jinyu Force backed by Frieza invade Earth, gaining access to Goku's Super Saiyan form. During the battle with Jinyu in Goku's body, Jinyu transforms into a Super Saiyan. He can also use this form in Xenoverse 2 Parallel Quest 34 Return of the Jinyu Force. Jinyu's ability to use the Super Saiyan form while in Goku's body is likely related to Goku Black's ability to use Super Saiyan form in the manga, because both Jinyu and Zamasu are able to use the Super Saiyan form after switching bodies with Goku, who had already obtained said transformation theoretically. This would indicate that Jinyu would be capable of using Xenotrunks' Super Saiyan form, as he too already possessed the transformation, but was apparently unable to, as he was likely unaware of Xenotrunks' Saiyan heritage and ability to use the transformation. Ultimate Gohan, as a potential unleashed Super Saiyan, while rarely doing so, Gohan can utilize his Super Saiyan form on top of his potential unleashed state. In the original release of Dragon Ball Z, Battle of Gods, Gohan transformed into potential unleashed Super Saiyan to fight V.R.V.S. Though this was removed from the final movie and the anime, as Gohan noted to Goku, he made a conscious choice to avoid using Super Saiyan forms, as he is aiming for a different ultimate form. In the manga, he notes that he chose not to use the Super Saiyan form, as he wishes to grow more from his human side. With Vegeta's body and the altered timeline in Xenoverse, Jinyu takes over Vegeta, becoming Venyu. He then leads his Venyu force in an attack on the Z fighters, before taking over Goku's body. Jinyu first took this form in Super Goku and Kakuzu-Han in a what-if story, but is killed by Frieza, who mistook him for Vegeta. This form appears as one of Jinyu's playable forms in Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2. However, it's also one of Jinyu's potential body switches in Gekishin Frieza, along with Chiatsu, Tien, and Yamcha, who are alive during the game's retelling of the battle on planet Namek. Ball Z, V.R.V.S. In Vegeta's ending, he wishes to Shenron to have the world beneath his feet, resulting in Shenron turning him into a giant many times larger than the Earth. Goku is Mecha Goku's equivalent of Goku's Super Saiyan form. It causes his body to turn golden and his hair to rise up. Like Super Saiyan Goku, this form is treated as a separate character from his base form in Dragon Ball Fusion, albeit non-playable, unlike Goku's Super Saiyan form, which is playable. Frieza appears in this form in Dragon Ball Z, Budokai 2. Frieza's power increases greatly in this form, to the point of being able to fight Super Saiyan 2 Goku. In the story mode, he and Cell are revived and turned into Majins by Babidi. However, they are once again beaten by Goku and the other Z fighters. When Majin Buu kills Babidi, Frieza and Cell turn back to their old selves and do not remember anything of being controlled by Babidi. After that, they are beaten and absorbed by Super Buu, and sent back to Hell when Super Buu is defeated. Majin Frieza is also a starter character in Dragon Ball Z2V. Similar to Dabura, Frieza becomes completely loyal to Babidi, while under his spell, and even refers to him as his master. The Majin mark on his forehead is white instead of the usual black displayed by the other Majin. Cell appears in this form in Dragon Ball Z, Budokai 2 and Dragon Ball Z2V. He appears the same as in his perfect state, except with an M on his forehead and black lining around his eyes like with Vegeta when under the trance. In the story mode of Budokai 2, he and Frieza are revived and turned into Majins by Babidi, and are once again beaten by Goku and the other Z fighters. When Majin Buu kills Babidi, Cell and Frieza turn back to their old selves and do not remember anything of being controlled by Babidi, though they still continue to obstruct the heroes all the way to the ending chapter. Once beaten for the last time, they are absorbed by Super Buu. They eventually return to Hell once. Mode is a form that places a targeted individual under mind control and greatly increases their power and evil intent. It is taken on by several individuals when they are placed under Tower or Demigra's dark magic or by eating the fruit of the Tree of Might infused with the power of the demon realm. His transformation causes the user's aura to change to a dark purple and their eyes to become pure red. A more enhanced version of the form also transforms their entire body color to a similar hue of dark purple, causes their eyes to become pure red, and they gain marks under their eyes identical to those of Demigra, albeit black instead of red. During the finale of Xenoverse, during the Demon God Demigra saga, Demigra resurrects Frieza, Cell, and Kid Buu, and uses his dark magic to put them into villainous mode. Goku and the Future Warrior fight and defeat the three. However, Vegeta, Gotenks, and Gohan arrive, having also been put into villainous mode. Goku and the Future Warrior defeat them, returning them to normal. After returning to Toki City, the Future Warrior finds that Demigra has also taken control of Trunks and placed him into villainous mode too. However, the Future Warrior defeats him, returning him to normal. Demigra attempts to use his magic on the Future Warrior but is saved by Trunks and the Supreme Kai of Time's interference. In Xenoverse 2, Tao and Mira continue to use dark magic to empower various villains with villainous mode, though later abandons it in favor of the new spell created by Tao that causes villains to take on supervillain by shaving off some of the recipient's life force in exchange for much greater power. During the Ginyu Force Strike Saga and the Galactic Emperor Saga, it is shown one can gain access to villainous mode via eating the fruit of the Tree of Might. Demon Realm. Like in Xenoverse, the villainous mode is a skill that's only available to enemy NPCs and is listed in their skill sequence scanned in search view. However, in Xenoverse 2 it is classified as an awoken skill, as it appears in its slot on the enemy's skill sequence scanned in search view. Though Tao and Mira stop using it, it still makes rare appearances in parallel quests and certain expert missions. During the Dark Empire Saga and Super Dragon Ball Heroes World Mission, several evil characters end up being empowered with villainous mode, primarily henchmen of those fused with the Dark Dragon Ball such Xeno the Doria and Xeno Zarban, Xeno Cell Juniors, Xeno Prince of Destruction Vegeta, Xeno Poo-Poo, Xeno Spopovich, Xeno Yamu, Xeno Turtles Crusher Corps members, and Xeno Slugs Demon Clan members. Additionally, in Story Mode Chapter 2, Subchapter 2 Hero Town in danger due to an anomaly in the game world, Dabir gains the ability to use dark magic, while he is still serving Babidi, which allows him to empower himself, Poo-Poo, Spopovich, and Yamu. Dark Dabira, Dark Yamu, and Dark Spopovich escape the game world through a tear in space, allowing them to invade Hero Town in the real world of Dragon Ball to steal energy to revive Majin Buu. Is the product of cell-absorbing Krillin in a what-if scenario in Dragon Ball Z, Budokai. Cell has a nightmare during his wait for the Cell games to start. In this nightmare, Cell succeeds in absorbing Android 17, but accidentally absorbs Krillin, who pushes Android 18 out of the way before she could be absorbed, resulting in what would look like a fusion between a Cell Jr. and Krillin Cell. And Cellin appears as perfect Cell but has a diminutive body around the size of a Cell Jr. with Krillin's characteristics and his cheese orange color, even with the turtle school symbol on his back and chest, Krillin's 6 marks on his head and even his spots, as well as a clogged up voice. With his power level taking a drastic drop, Cell is barely able to defeat Yamcha and is destroyed with one shot from Tien Shinhan's tri-beam. Cell then wakes up startled, seeing that he is still standing in his Cell Games arena during the middle of the night. Normal. Relieved, Cell mutters, "I guess 10 days is just too long to wait for the tournament," referring to the Cell Games. Events of the adventure mode of Extreme Butoden. Goku has his potential unlocked by old Kaiba, a special ritual involving fighting a vision of his potential unleashed self, and then unlocks the form himself. Goku always appears as a Super Saiyan in this state. This state is stronger than he is as a Super Saiyan 4. How can also hold his own against the empowered Kid Buu and Super Buu simultaneously. Buu, Yamcha and Tien absorbed is the form Super Buu assumes when he absorbs both Yamcha and Tien. He takes attributes from both with a green top and scars. In the game's story, he is incredibly disappointed and even seems less confident in himself after the absorption, with his attack power decreasing slightly. However, as a result of the absorption skill, he gains access to a wider variety of attacks, Tien's Tri-Beam and Volleyball Fist, and Yamcha's Wolf Fang Fist and Spirit Ball. With Mama and Sumiriden and Super Saiyan Densetsu, just before the final battle with Final Form Frieza, Piccolo has the option to fuse with Mama and Sumiriden. Super Saiyan Berserk is a corrupted version of either Super Saiyan in the manga or Super Saiyan 2 in the anime. The manga and cards for the form depicted as a corrupted Super Saiyan, while the anime and video games depicted as a corrupted Super Saiyan 2. In the anime, as Goku was in his Super Saiyan 2 form prior to being corrupted, the form possesses the same appearance as Super Saiyan 2, but with black electric sparks instead of blue in the anime or yellow in the manga and blanked out eyes. His skin also appears much darker. Usage and power. Goku takes on this form during the Prison Planet saga, after Converse Ki affects him. In the manga, Super Saiyan Berserk Goku is able to knock down Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta when he is not fighting back. Base Future Trunks is able to just barely block an attack from Goku in this state, and Final Form Cooler is able to knock him away by attacking him from behind. Cooler is forced to become Golden Cooler in order to defeat Super Saiyan Berserk Goku, casually swatting him aside before using his strongest technique against Goku in an attempt to kill him. Goku survives, albeit defeated. After being defeated, Goku reverts to normal and notes that he does not remember what happened to him in the anime. Super Saiyan Berserk Goku beats back base Vegeta, but appears slightly outmatched when battling Super Saiyan Future Trunks, who is handicapped by his key-sealing handcuffs. Golden Cooler knocks down Super Saiyan Berserk Goku with a single punch, which frees him from corruption. Tinsha, known as Yampan in Japanese, is the fusion of Yamcha and Tien Shinhan from Dragon Ball Z, Budokai 2. Tinsha's suit is the same as the suit that Gotenks wears. Like all fusion dance characters, Tenshin wears a blue vest. Around his waist he wears a green sash, and he wears white silky pants, dark shoes, and black wristbands, also known as the metromoral clothing. His hairstyle is a mix of Tieren's baldness on the front and Yamcha's thicky hair on the back. Also he has Tieren's third eye, which has been rotated 180, and Yamcha's facial scars.
Okay, my number one for this list was when Vegeta went Super Saiyan in Dragon Ball Z Budokai, and my reasoning is because this is the first What If transformation that I ever saw on YouTube to be used by one of the main characters and not a villain who wasn't redeemed at a certain point later on down the road in the story.